Today, we are going to be learning about a special Hindu holiday. I'm going to hold up how this holiday is spelled and talk a little bit about how it's pronounced. This holiday is pronounced in two different ways, and both ways are considered correct. This holiday is Diwali or Diwali. In traditional Indian, it is pronounced Diwali with a V sound, even though it's a W. But in many English-speaking countries, it is pronounced Diwali. In my video, you might hear me say it both ways, but both are considered to be correct. Alright friends, let's learn about this special holiday. Before we talk about that holiday, let's talk about some of the things that we've already learned about Hinduism. I'm going to ask a couple questions that I want you to answer, see how well we remember. First, where did Hinduism begin? You've got it. Hinduism began in India. There is a river that is sacred to the Hindu people because they believe that it washes away their sins or wrongdoings and is the home of a river goddess. What is that river called? Which river? You've got it, the Ganges River. Do Hindus believe in just one god? No, they believe in many gods and goddesses. Do you remember who the three most important gods in Hinduism are? The three most important Hindu gods are Brahma, who they believe is the creator of all life, Vishnu, who is the protector of all life, and Shiva, who is a destroyer god. What are some important Hindu beliefs? We talked about a lot of Hindu beliefs. Hindus believe that you should be good and kind to one another here on earth. They believe in something called dharma, which they believe is your duty or responsibility to other people. And they believe in reincarnation, or that when you die, your spirit or your soul will be reborn into another person or animal. All right, today we are going to talk about a holiday that is associated with Hinduism. Often holidays are associated with a certain religion. The holiday we're talking about today is associated with Hinduism, and as I said earlier, is called Diwali. Diwali, or the Festival of Lights, is a festival celebrated in October or November each year that involves the lighting of many lamps and candles. Archer. An archer is someone who shoots with a bow and arrow. For example, the archer took careful aim at the target so that the arrow hit the middle. Prosperity. Prosperity means success or good fortune. For example, studying hard can lead to great prosperity in school and in life. Custom. A custom is something that a person or group does regularly over a period of time. Here at ALA, it is a custom for us to do our success mantra every morning and to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Try and think, I want you to turn to whoever is sitting there helping you. Think about a custom that you and your family have. Sometimes we have customs to help celebrate important events, or simple customs. In this picture, what is this woman holding in her hands? This woman is a Hindu, and she is holding candles for Diwali. Diwali is one of the many festivals held every year by Hindus in India and all around the world. Diwali means Festival of Lights. Diwali is an important festival because of what each light symbolizes. According to an ancient Indian legend, Diwali began many, many years ago to celebrate the victory or success of a king in battle. The story, however, begins with a Hindu god. As you know, Hindus worship many gods and goddesses. This is a picture of the god Vishnu. Vishnu is known by Hindus as the protector of the whole universe. Hindus believe that long ago, when the earth was troubled by an evil demon named Ravana, Vishnu sent himself as a human being to save Earth's people from Ravana's cruelty. Vishnu's human form, born to the king of the holy city of Ayodhya, was named Rama. Prince Rama was intelligent and kind. An especially good archer, he grew up to be a noble warrior. So remember, an archer is a person who uses a bow and arrow. Following Vishnu's plan, Rama left his city to fight Ravana, the evil demon. He fought a long and difficult battle. Finally, after 14 years, Rama defeated Ravana and returned home to become the new king. So Prince Rama fought the evil demon Ravana for 14 years. Do you think that's a long time to have to fight someone? I think it would be. To celebrate his return, the people of Ayodhya lit rows of small clay oil-burning lamps called diyat. They placed these lamps in their windows, by their doors, and in the rivers and streams. The light of each lamp's flame was a symbol of good, returning after years of darkness, or evil. Every year thereafter, Hindus in Ayodhya repeated the custom of lighting lamps, honoring the strength and the goodness of Rama. Gradually, the custom spread to other parts of the land. So the people lit the lamps to celebrate the goodness and strength of Rama, who fought the evil demon Ravana. Today, Diwali is the most famous of all Indian festivals. Begun by the Hindus, Diwali is now celebrated by many Indians worldwide, not just Hindus. The timing of the festival, which is based on the cycles of the moon, falls on different days every year, but it is always in either October or November. For 5 days, the people celebrate the goodness in one another. Lamps and candles illuminate windows and doorways. Walls and gateposts are strewn with tiny lights. Garlands of electric lights stretch for miles throughout the cities and the countryside. Each light stands for the good inside the person who lit it, symbolizing light over darkness and good over evil. So Diwali lasts for 5 whole days. And today, instead of celebrating the goodness inside of Rama, people celebrate the goodness inside of themselves and in each other. Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity, is also welcomed into the homes of Hindu people during Diwali. In the weeks before the festival begins, Hindu families clean their homes in anticipation of pleasing Lakshmi's spirit when she visits them. They bow in front of statues to Lakshmi, thanking her and praying for a prosperous year. Flowers adorn homes and businesses. Some businessmen even decorate their cars with flowers and palm fronds, hoping that Lakshmi will help their engines run well for the coming year. Diwali is a time of new beginnings, much like New Year's celebrations in other parts of the world. Diwali is celebrated differently in different parts of India. Customs vary, but nearly everywhere people delight in spending these 5 days with their family and friends. They send cards to relatives and give gifts to one another. They buy new clothes for Diwali festivities. They play games, sing songs, say special prayers, and gather to share big meals. Dried fruits, nuts, and lots of sweets fill their homes. Firecrackers split the air on most nights, lighting up the sky even more during this magical festival of lights.
Alright, my friends, we just finished learning about a special holiday. What was the name of that holiday? You've got it, Diwali or Diwali. Remember, both pronunciations are correct. Who celebrates that holiday? Perfect. Hindus and Indians all over the world celebrate Diwali. What do people do during Diwali? You guys have got it. They light candles or lamps and display lots of lights. They also spend time with their family and friends and send cards to relatives that are not there with them. Why is this holiday called Diwali, or the Festival of Lights? Why do you think it's called the Festival of Lights? Right, we kind of answered that in our last question. Lamps and candles are lit, and the light is believed to represent goodness. Alright, we learned about the goddess Lakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth and prosperity. She is welcomed into people's homes during the celebration of Diwali. Why do you think that she is the goddess that is celebrated during Diwali? And lastly, why is it important for people celebrating Diwali to clean their homes, light candles, decorate their cars, homes, and businesses with flowers, and spend 5 days with their family and friends? You've got it. The light, again, is meant to represent goodness. And people clean to welcome in Lakshmi and to create a welcoming environment for her to enter into their homes. Alright, my friends, we are going to do one more activity with this. I'm going to have you jump onto the PDF that is attached to this assignment. I'm going to move over to my computer so I can show you what to do.
All right, my friends, go ahead and open up the PDF attached to this assignment. It should be labeled K2.6.1, and it should look like this one. Today we are going to work on writing. In our writing today, I want us to practice being very descriptive in our writing. When we're descriptive in our writing, it gives the reader a very clear idea of how something looks, smells, sounds, tastes, etc. It makes the writing really come alive for our readers. So if I am describing something and I say, that is a desk, that doesn't give you a very clear picture of what the desk looks like. But if I say it was a large, heavy, wooden desk with papers scattered across the top, that gives you a clearer picture of what I'm envisioning when I say a desk. I'm going to read a couple phrases. If the phrase I read is describing something with great description, I want you to put your hand on your head. And if the phrase I say is not very descriptive, I want you to put your hand on your belly. All right, let's start with a man. Is that very descriptive? Not really. What about a gooey, sweet, fluffy marshmallow? That one was much more descriptive. What about a bright, pink, fuzzy sweater? That one's pretty descriptive too. What about a baseball cap? Not very descriptive. You don't know what color it is, or if it's big, or if it has any decorations on it. When we're writing today, I want you to focus on using lots of descriptive words. I want our writing to be descriptive so that when people read your writing, they can really see what you're envisioning in your head. So, if I were writing something about this image, I I could say this is an image of a girl holding a candle. When we start writing, we want to start with the very basics. So I'm going to start with the basics of what this picture is. This is a girl holding a candle. What are some ways I could make that more descriptive? Turn to whoever's helping you today. Tell me how I could make that more descriptive. I could say a young girl is holding a candle. I could say she is holding a candle in a red candle holder. She's actually holding two candles, so I could include that. That's more descriptive too. She's holding two candles in a red and gold candle holder. All right, your assignment today, my friends, on this page, I want you to pick one of these 4 images. These images are all related to festivities during Diwali. I want you to pick one of these 4 images and write about it, describe it, and tell me what's happening. When you start, you'll start like we did with the girl. I started very simply. I'm going to use my example of the girl and say the girl is holding a candle. That's not a very descriptive sentence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit my sentence to make it more descriptive. I want you to do the same thing. But while you can just go back and add the young girl is holding a candle, I want to see the edits that you're making. I want to be able to see the changes that you're making. So we are going to use something called carets to show that we are adding details to our story. A caret is a little symbol that looks like this. We use carets to show that we are adding something into our writing. So if I wanted to add young, I would draw a small caret right here. And then up above the caret, I'll write what I'm adding. I lost my text box. The young girl is holding a candle. I want to see all of the changes that you make. So start small, just explain what's in the picture, and then I want you to go back and edit and add some detail about what is happening in those pictures, what it looks like, what you think it might sound like or smell like. And you're going to add with this little symbol called a caret. When you are done, when you have written a very good descriptive 2 or 3 sentences about that picture, I want you to go ahead and share it with whoever is there with you, your mom, your cousin, whoever is helping you out today. Share it with your mom, cousin, whoever, and see if they have any extra ideas for you. Sometimes when we have someone else read our writing, they can see it in a different way than we see it, and sometimes they have good ideas too. So I want you to share your writing after you've edited it and added more descriptive words with whoever's there helping you, and see if they have any suggestions for ways that you can further improve it. When you are done with that, you'll go ahead and turn that one in, and that is your last thing to do today, my friends.